point in this part of the season where, hey, you're just going to have a bit of a slogfest. And if you can keep yourself in the bracket, that's the best case scenario.
Yeah. Bit of a slugfest is what we want anyways. Those are the fun ones to cast, fun ones to watch. VK Salen, big pinch. Atomic with the follow. Ocelon able to make the save.
And for a team in Queso who had a unbelievable showing last regional, went all the way, won the whole thing, took down Solari. I think many fans would expect, or I guess I should say, they've seen this be a relatively unnatural start to the third regional and not the best start they would have wanted. As so far, they have been sitting at 1 and 2 and have not had the hottest of starts.
Yeah, I mean, Rix today playing pretty well. They took down BS Plus, who's currently leading the group or tied for leading the group. So solid last series. They did have that long OT. What was it? Somebody sent me the stat. It was going on while I was casting. 17:41. Almost 18 minutes. I think they said it was the second longest in comp history. That's a pretty nuts one, but they're playing up to it. However, the last 2 times these teams have met, Queso's taking it down. And kicking it off, once again here, is going to be Queso as they take a 1-0 lead. They are 8-3 in games in the previous 2 meetings against this squad.
A lot of that's come from Atomic, and a lot of the success they had in the second European regional was through Atomic. He was lights out. He even had one of the, I believe it was him who had one of the cheekiest and ballsy own saves through his own goal that just was unbelievable to watch in that game 5, or game 7, I should say. But off that start, make it 2-0 as Salen's going to punch in the second. But when this team gets going, Super, they are incredibly hard to stop.
Yeah, they're one of those teams that's a full-on offensive attack force when they get going. Demensa, really solid no matter where he is on the pitch. Atomic and VK Salen, though, when they start flying down the field on offense, they are extremely difficult to slow down here. So, gonna have to keep an eye on them. Atomic really being that leading goal scorer in these matchups. However, him and VK Salen, you know, they're just gonna keep on scoring here. Both of them coming into this in these series have both scored 9 goals in the previous 2 meetups. 26 total to 15. So score line here ballooning early. Basically a goal every 30 seconds, just over 30 seconds so far, Spaceman.
Yeah, when Atomic, again, gets going and everyone else starts feeding, Salen is very good with extra extensions. Woo. This team can be dangerous. Demensa, the third man back, Dominus in hand. Great at scooping the ball up and dishing it out to a teammate as Salen plays off the sidewall, almost gets the 4th goal. Demensa, again, going to scoop it off the corner and dip it right back out. And that is what he does so well as Salen extends down the field.
Going to turn off of this, too, is Salen. Good communication there from Demensa, calling that he has that one. And VK Salen then having the heads-up play to say, hey, if this goes wide based on the angle he's coming from, I can be here to finish this off. They do just that. 4-0 now. Maintaining that goal every 30 seconds. Atomic, last moment save. A miss there on the line from Rix. And another save from VK Salen. This one's going to send back down into the mid. Free Can't trying to keep possession. Is going to end up just throwing it away. But he does take Demensa off the pitch.
Atomic tried to get the flip over. And with 2:36 to go, Super, I mean, you're down 4-0. Other than obviously trying to get a goal on the board, what do you possibly do and or say in those comms to get everybody back on the same page?
At this point, you just got to try and get everybody calm down, right? You've got to get everybody back on the same page, make sure that nobody's shaking up. At this point, this one may be getting away from you, but you need to find something that's going to work to get past them. You got to keep attacking Queso, find ways to get in there and get your rotations going. Another miss, though, and it just seems like everybody on the side of Rix feeling a bit off. There's been some whiffs, some bad challenges. Ocelon, though, looking to maintain possession here and try to get something going for Rix. Loses it in the corner. Atomic and Demensa gonna double there. VK Salen on the back line makes a diving save. And Team Queso gonna take possession for the moment.
And every time it looks like Rix are starting to establish themselves on the opposite end of the field. Quick little jumps in on the play. Will scoop that ball away. As Queso are in a prime position to take game 1 of the series 4-0. And a weird interception in traffic. Both players get bumped off, but nothing really happens of it. Mike Boy circling back in. And again, this is a situation where, you know, you would love to have Cash in. Obviously, he is so many different facets of the game where he can contribute. He could be a sniper in his own right, but these are the hands you're dealt, and at this moment, they just have to find a way to work as a team and find the passes in the infield.
Missing Cash in this particular matchup. Missing Cash is a big thing regardless, right? Cash is a huge piece of your offense. That is something that you don't want to be missing. This particular matchup, though, Cash in the previous meetups is 10 of the 15 goals that they have scored against Team Queso. You are missing 2/3 of your previous offense here. So Freakant has some huge shoes that he's trying to step in and fill. And right now, doesn't seem to be the case for them as Team Queso has just dominated this one. Haven't scored in the past few minutes, though. They scored all 4 of their opening goals in those opening 2 minutes, basically one every 30 seconds. Haven't been able to get anything since. Almost gets one here. Gonna follow up. Atomic will have it. Of course, they say they're not getting anything. Atomic has to come in, score one. Prove me wrong. 5-0 now. Ricks held defense there for a while. They've got to find a way to get the offense going, though.
And at this point, if you're Freakant, I think obviously the call should be to try to work through Mikeboy and Ocelon, get them comfortable. And Ocelon, who's very good at playing off the backboard on defense, try to get him upfield because he is great at creating different looks on offense. And you need to see a little bit more out of Mikeboy and Ocelon, respectively. So far, no goals scored. Rick's looking for their first, and they'll get it. Doggy bag goal with 4 seconds to go. At least they get themselves on the board, so no shutout in game 1. But they just needed something to kind of slow the momentum and give them a quick mental check as they go into game 2.
Yeah, going back, taking another look here at the stat lines, just because I don't think anything's happening in these final 4 seconds. Pretty sure this one is gonna be done. Last time they met up would have actually been in the quarterfinals of that last spring of Spring Regional number 2, which we know obviously went the way of Team Queso being the champions of that one. They're not quite having the same start to groups that they did last time, but this one here looking like they may be able to bring this one through. A big win here would be really, really big for them. They need this to make sure they stay in. If they somehow get reversed, if somehow, right, this is long shot at this point after watching what we just saw go down in game 1. If Ricks can pull this off, Queso still has the potential to be knocked out here. So dominant first game. They need to continue that here in game number 2. Mikeboy, though, probably the one that needs to come alive. Cash is your usual leading scorer. He usually averages about 0.8 goals per game. 0.7 is what you see out of Mikeboy. Got to find a way to get him going, some way to facilitate him, create some pass opportunities for him to have some good looks at the net. He's going to be the one that has to step up here. Huge. He'll be the first one to bring possession downfield off the ceiling. Looking to get it. Can't follow through, though. And Atomic will be the one to bring it out. Wins the 50 against Freakant. And Ocelon stops the play with a demo.
Freakant had, I believe, 4 saves on 6 shots last game. So he was doing it on both ends of the floor. But they just were not able to find that first goal to kind of slow the storm. So quick on the field. Team Queso utilized that speed to their advantage against Solaria in the grand final of the last regional. Now, do they keep up that same pace? For Mikeboy and crew, it comes down to possession time. Ocelon gonna get the call up, trying to pinch it off the backboard. Mikeboy, second man up, putting it on a floater to Atomic, who easily brings it back down to the ground and tries to circle out in front of the box and a swing down the field, but the counterattack stalls and the possession remains in the orange half. Ocelon will take it away once more, and he can clear it out. A lot of boost in the tank to be able to do so, but Mikeboy far off the play, unable to get in for the touch.
Mikeboy, good beat there against Demensa. Keeps possession of the ball down in the orange half. Able to get another cutting touch on this one to try and set up Freakant, but VK Salen set up Demensa. Shot on net. Mikeboy there to make the save. And a couple opportunities broken up immediately for Ricks.
I like what I'm seeing. Oh! They're getting behind the defense, and finally one lands as Ocelon. It was left up to Mikeboy, who wins a great 50 and rolls it around the defender. Wide open net, can't cross in time. And they're able to beat the defense back to their own net for a 1-0 lead.
Finally a lead here and a goal in, the first half of the game, not in the final moment. So good start here for Ricks as they have been able to get successful on defense. keeping Queso to 0 so far. Salen looking to eye this one up. Can't get the ball in transition. Double commit from Atomic and Demensa. You can see Demensa's low on boost, having to try and find some. He'll find the corner, and Atomic will bring one out for Team Queso. Can't beat Freakant. Demensa there. Ocelon with the save.
A nice little tidbit again coming from CJ and Jasher. Shout out to our wonderful mods and admins and stat creators. As Mike Boy, even though this goal goes through for Queso, nice little stat. Mike Boy set the all-time score record in that overtime with 1742 on the scorecard. So
1741 on the clock, 1742 on the scoreline.
He's been having quite a day so far. We'll see if that continues in this series.
BK Salen not able to get that one as it runs into a defender and sails high. Freakant looking for the corner, tries to get the double touch, can't get it forward. Can he get the follow? Runs out of boost, manages to get in the way of Atomic's touch though, and a bit of chaos ensues in the corner here as Atomic finally works it out, gets a good win over Atomic, or sorry, over Ocelon, who then gets a save on the line.
They have a breakaway chance. Almost gets the 1-2 give and go. 224. Trying to fight for possession through the side. Mike Boy. Long way downfield. Everyone fighting for possession currently with about 120 seconds to go. Gives it right back to Team Queso. Now looking for the extension, but cut off easily.
Ooh. Demo comes through. Salen takes out Freakant. Shot on net. BK Salen looking to finish that one off, but Ocelon gets to it first. And 1-1 line. Rick's doing a better job of holding off the offense of Queso here. Huge improvement from game one as the score line stays even. Mike Boy able to make a save up off the crossbar, off the crossbar there, and Mike Boy now looking to bring one down. Big demo. Atomic taking off the field, and Ricks has the lead once again here. 2-1 now. Final minute and a half. And a good little follow through. Good demo. Mike Boy gets credit for the assist. Ocelon gets the kill shot. Minute 30 left for Team Queso again. Team Queso in the must-win the series situation. There's a lot on the line for them if they want to stay in. They don't win this, and it doesn't matter. They know what's on the line. They're back up. Demensa ties it up. VK Salen, Demensa to VK Salen, back to Demensa from that right side, and shot on Spaceman. Tie game, 2-2.
It was only a matter of time, wasn't it, Super? It just took one small breakaway. They're able to get it through. And my goodness, how things quickly change. A minute 18 to go. Salen almost able to find the heroic pull through as Demensa works underneath. And Freakant will try to center it back down for Ocelon, but it does not work. Ocelon now rotating back in on the play. Demensa double tap all the way down, and it works. 3-2.
Oh, that's just gross. VK Salen skies it. Demensa up, beats out Mike Boy. And this angle here, Ocelon tries to save it. Gets a piece, but not enough. That one down and in. Team Queso coming back 3-2. First lead for them here in game number 2.
There's another shot, and Atomic is just everything and all of it between. 4-2. That is heartbreaking.
Ricks really felt like they had pieced it together. They had figured out how to slow down that offense, holding Team Queso back. But every time they scored, an immediate clapback from Team Queso. And now, Queso's offense back and operating strong off the ceiling is Demensa. Mike Boy with the save. 4-2. 2 goals needed here for Ricks. 50 seconds to do it. Not sure if they can get it going. Their offense hasn't been clicking really strong at all in this series so far, but they will possibly get an opportunity. Follow up from Ocelon. That one high, down and in. He can do it too.
What has this game become? Ocelon needed to step up in game 1, and the mountain of a human being on defense comes all the way through to the backboard and wins the extra touch over 2 defenders. 36 seconds to go. 4-3. Can we see the comeback from Ricks?
I'm not sure if it's going to get done. Ocelon certainly thinks they can. 5 saves, 3 goals, 3 shots, batting 100 right now on the shooting percentage. Atomic gonna throw one in. Back corner, not there. Ocelon now with a chance.
16 seconds. Mike Boy. Extended to Ocelon. We go to the side. Ocelon to the corner. Backboard there. Atomic doesn't get the touch. Mike Boy wins the challenge. Freecant to Mike Boy. There's the touch. Where's Ocelon? He's here for a punch. It floats by, but it's saved and it will touch. And Team Queso survive game 2. And they will go up 2-0 in the series.
Making it series point here, but man, Ocelon had a standout performance. 3 goals, 5 saves, 4 shots. Tries to float that last one in, just can't find home, as Atomic was there in that back post, able to make the save. Queso steal it away. 2-0 now in the series. Ricks got to find something going here. They are struggling at the moment. That one looked a lot better than game 1, though. Can they take game 3, Spaceman? Do we get a game 4?
Again, it's going to come through Mike Boy and Ocelon, isn't it? I mean, to Freecant's
or just
credit,
Ocelon.
At this point, if Ocelon's playing like this, we might be looking at a game 5, but that's quite a heroic effort. And I got to tell you, Super, if they keep playing the way they have, this one might be coming back, but you're down 2 games. It's a full team effort for Queso. It's going to be hard.
It is going to be a tough task indeed. Salen close one out. Ocelon up early with a touch, but Atomic should be able to get the read as he's given quite a bit of space. Mike Boy eventually there to challenge. Freecant could follow. Doesn't have the boost to get up and beat Salen in the corner, though. And you can see Queso starting to work those boost steals. Gets down. Salen immediately goes and takes that back corner away from them. And they're looking to get in here and just starve them out. Salen going to come through now. He gets the other corner as the ball rotates that way. They did steal the one on the back, so a lot of boost steals here for Team Queso. They don't want Ricks to be able to get anything going here as they continue to win the corners and the mid. Great touch, not enough power. Mike Boy with the save and a good demo on the line. A lot of aggression coming out as Queso starts to realize they have the boost steals over and over, and a near shot off the crossbar, down and out.
That pinch from Mike Boy was just unfair. That's just absolutely unfair. And we've had 2 shootouts back-to-back. This one might be a stalemate. Demensa, elbow, can't find the touch. Salen going to try to win the 50, but Freecant bullies his way forward and keeps it up. Boost grabbed for Team Queso, so they have resources to move this ball downfield. They'll do so. We advance up, and Salen will have to cross in, looking for the pass to Atomic. What a pass it would have been had that ball landed, but we sit 0-0 still. 2 minutes killed here in game 3. A 2-0 series lead. Oh, God, who else is going to be there? Finally, they get the ball out. Queso knocking on a 3-0 sweep, and this is a big match for them.
Yeah, they've come out to play. They know it's a must-win. They know that Ricks is hurting a bit, having to play in with the sub. Missing Cash is a huge piece, and they're looking to have the dominant performance here. That last game, a lot closer than it should have been. Demensa going to lose a challenge on the ball here as he tried to pop that one high. Comes back down the field, and a double from Demensa and Atomic creates a bit of an odd situation.
It's just one-on-one challenges for possession at midfield, and then it kind of breaks away down the line. Almost there. Almost found that bottom right corner. The post looked nice. Oh, Mike Boy gets taken out. That would have been the goal. Freecant puts it back towards the center. Trying to keep it up. The sub comes in and has been playing pretty well. They just haven't been able to find that one big win that gives them a solid lead in this series. 2 minutes to go.
Good touch downfield, buys a little bit of time, and Demensa through the corner over Ocelon, stays with it to the ceiling, can't get the touch. Salen trying to challenge, Freecant gets the win. Atomic now with a chance, big clear downfield. Demensa tries to get a touch, not sure if he got a piece of it or not. He does not. Atomic follows it all the way down, finishes it off. 1-0 Team Queso.
How did Atomic reach this ball? Oh, he flipped just at the end. I was wondering how he was going to be able to manage that shot. and he just boosts right at the end and flips into its direction, able to clip it right into the other side. Almost a kickoff goal to make it 2-0. But if you're Rix, that one hurts, but you still got a lot of time on the clock. There's way too much time for Queso to feel comfortable. A good counterattack is all you need. But they give it back to Salen. Him and Atomic will combine for the pinch for the clear. Freecant to Mike Boy. Almost looking for the fake, and a double touch from Demensa leads it up to Aslan on the backboard before a long clear comes out, so Queso can hold their tongues for the moment. Can't win the 50, and now we've reached the badminton part of Rocket League.
Back and forth, Mike Boy sailing from the ceiling now. Demensa should be able to catch that one. Ends up rolling it the wrong way, but Atomic will be there to bail him out in the corner. Demensa all alone. Aslan shot off the post and out.
Mike Boy under, holding the reset. As Freecant skies it to the corner. Aslan will read the pop fly down to the midfield. Atomic just sending it towards the backboard. And now if you're Queso, you're just killing time. You're scooping the ball, you're dishing it out, you're throwing it downfield. Let Rix move up and take it away. As Salen tries to do the exact same thing. Can't win the 50. Mike Boy successful in his attempt. Aslan needs to be able to read this. He will do so. Freecant on the ground, going to keep it. Sidewall we go, but a challenge by Atomic just kills any momentum they had moving upfield.
Mike Boy looking to get another touch. Can't get it, so that'll end up dropping it to VK Salen. Sends it downfield. Freecant with a big clear. Into the corner. Mike Boy with a whip. Freecant with a shot. Demensa in space. Finds it. Gets the save.
Well, they're starting to look like those Regional 2 champions, and with 2 seconds to go, they needed a 3-0 sweep. It's still kept up, and bad touch from Freecant will kill it. Queso needed the 3-0. They get their wish, and they should be sitting currently third in the bracket if all things play out the same. Though they will play through the lower side, it doesn't matter. Seeding is seeding, and that was a big matchup for Queso.
Yeah, it's a big one for them. That's going to have a lot to do with a lot to play out for Rix, too, where they start the day tomorrow. They will no longer be going into that uppers. They'll be playing through lowers while you're subs in, missing cash in situations where, you know, you're currently, let me double check here, but they're sitting, I believe, where's the overall? I'm on the wrong screen. On the overall, they're currently tied for 7th, right? So this is a situation where if they can't perform through lowers now, they potentially get knocked out of the spring placement, so they could possibly lose their placement for going to the major.
Yeah, there is a lot more of implications other than just losing 3-0 and being third in C's. There's a lot that, again, all these regionals after the first one for spring are all about worlds coming up, and you know, with all the new announcements, it just means that much more that the seeding is so much more important. But until we get to that point, Supersonic, we have to go to a quick commercial break. And when we come back, the final match here of day 1 of the 3rd European Regional, it's Aether and Howard. We'll see you guys after the break.